Alright, let us just get this right out of the way. The first performance on this list, which will probably be no surprise to longtime viewers of my channel here, is the legendary Death Show at Eindhoven in 1998. All links to these videos will be down in the description below. Well, hello my friends, we meet again. It's been a while. Where should we begin? You know, our current modern age can be pretty miserable. However, a bright spot in the modern miasma is the absolutely huge amount of fantastic live sets available for us to watch at any given time. Whenever I find myself in bed rot maxing, it seems like I always find some great new live performance to watch. So here today, I will be presenting to you guys some of the best live metal footage I've been able to find on this site. These are simply my favorites, but please share your own favorites down in the comment section below. I'm always keen to find more great live sets. So remember to like and subscribe, check out my merch and Patreon, and let us get into the video here. The entire set of Death in Eindhoven is available to be watched, and this is by far the best quality live footage of Death out there on YouTube. It even has a 4K upscale. I mean, first off, the sound quality is excellent. It is mixed very well. The visuals are also very, very good. They really love the tight close-up of Chuck Schuldiner's face here, and well, I'm not mad about it. You know, Chuck is a very handsome guy. In fact, the whole band looks absolutely dashing up on stage. The bassist with the black on black with the shirt tuck, Bobby Kobla with the brilliant white sneakers, and an outfit that I'm pretty sure I've seen thousands of Zoomers wearing in the last few years. And then, of course, you have Chuck with the tight, tucked-in black shirt, jeans, and the black boots, and don't forget his iconic BC Rich stealth. Just some of the most fashionable death metal out there, honestly. And oh yeah, the musical performance is also very good. You know, it's very cool seeing older Death songs like Suicide Machine, Together as One, The Philosopher, and Trapped in a Corner being performed with Chuck's later vocal style. Why don't you? This is truly a set everyone needs to see, and they also even play Crystal Mountain, which is a crowd favorite, and one which the next band on our list would actually cover. And yes, you are seeing that right. This is Necrophagist covering the mighty Crystal Mountain. This took place somewhere in Slovakia in spring of 2002, so not too long after Chuck sadly passed away. You know, this must have been a tribute to Chuck Schuldiner, and luckily for us, some Giga Chad in Slovakia decided to record this. And you know, not only does this cover absolutely rip, the camera audio is really quite good. Whoever was mixing the show in that high school gymnasium did a really, really incredible job here. You know, I love how scuffed the show looks here. The unfinished drum riser, the combo amp sitting on a stool, the wires strewn all over the floor, and of course, the guys in the front absolutely having a blast. This is the type of metal show that I would have loved to go to. This sort of low-budget tech death show. Man, just excellent. And, you know, now we get another member of the Tucked In Shirt Club. Mohammed Sweetmez absolutely destroys the song. Killer solo playing, and the song sounds great with his very deep and powerful death metal vocals. And whatever the little intro song that they played here is also very good, some sick riffage there. And yeah, man, yeah, this cover is just great. However, sadly, this seems to be the only footage on YouTube from the show, so if anyone knows where the rest of the show is hiding, please let me know. Next up, we have Cynic's performance of How Could I at Wacken 2008. This performance here was actually the inspiration for this video. I had no idea how I hadn't seen this until now, but recently I saw it, and during the solo section at the end, I just thought, people need to see this. And you know, like, someone really put a lot of love into the editing and mixing of the song here. Everything is so clear. Which is contrasted with some of the other Wacken 2008 stuff, which is, you know, doesn't have the greatest mix. But sadly, this seems to be the only song from their Wacken set on YouTube here, but man, we are blessed to have it. And this is just pure musicianship on display, a prog metal masterpiece. Both Sean's absolutely kill it. The bass playing just goes way too hard, especially during Paul's solo. And I mean, if you see a band pull up and the bassist looks like this, you know you're in for a good time. The end solo section is really what made me make this video. Seeing Paul Masvidal sitting down, smiling, enjoying the vibes while playing that amazing, amazing riff, while Sean plays another absolutely amazing guitar solo, and then switches to what I assume is some sort of synth organ pedal. I mean, this is just amazing. Some of the best music to ever be recorded live, and we are absolutely blessed to have such high quality footage of it. Pro shot footage is always great, but as the Necrophagist one shows, sometimes a bootleg camera set up in the back of the venue is enough to do the job. Another one of these bootlegs, which I absolutely love, is this Blind Guardian concert from 1992 in Frankfurt, Deutschland. The energy from the show just bleeds from my screen. Playing in their home country, the crowd is absolutely wild here for the band, singing along, just the energy, and I mean, who can blame them? You know, what a set list, look at this. We even have a young Hansi still playing bass, which is just a treat to see. Now you are the parts and their song. And this also makes his vocal performance even more impressive, as he is like near perfect here, especially on tracks like the Bard song, The Hobbit, and Time What Is Time. He is just absolutely on a tear, one of the best vocalists in metal. His vocals are just so strong, and the backing vocals are also equally as impressive. So now, please take me away from you, and God shows the way. And yeah, the sound quality is actually great for being recorded in 1992, and the grainy footage and sometimes unhinged camera movements adds to the whole spectacle. This is an absolutely fantastic set, and what is even crazier to me is that the crowd sings along to Valhalla all the way back in 1992. So that makes like almost 30 years of crowds singing this song like that. Crazy. Just an excellent set. Valhalla! Another fantastic set from the early 90s is Alice in Chains playing in Ghent, Belgium, of all places, in 1993. There's lots of footage of Alice in Chains from this time period online, but there's something special about this performance here. The sound quality is just great. I feel like I'm standing up in that balcony watching it with the camera guy. It probably maybe has the best Alice in Chains set list ever. The band plays for nearly an hour and 20 minutes. Lane is in absolutely top form here. I don't think he misses a single note. You also have to love Mike Inez wearing a Vancouver Canucks jersey over in Belgium. Like that, you know, that doesn't happen too often. It seems here that the sound guy turned Jerry Cantrell's mic way up louder than normal, but it really works very well as their voices are absolutely glued together and all their wonderful Alice in Chains harmony goodness. And And in addition, we also get Lane Staley playing guitar. A rare performance of Hate to Feel gives us a chance to see both Lane and Jerry not only playing a harmony on the guitar together, but also then singing a different harmony line together. I mean, what do we even call this? A double harmony? You know, great stuff. And I always just love how awkward Lane Staley looks up there playing guitar. He just looks like a deer learning to walk or something. It's just hilarious. He does rock out a little bit though, so I'll give him that. You know, great footage here, and I promise not all the performances that I present to you here will be grainy footage from the early 90s. In fact, let us move right up to modern times here with Meshuggah's absolutely gargantuan performance at Bloodstock 2023. I was lucky enough to see them on this tour, and let me tell you, this show was absolutely spiritual, I guess would be the best way to put it. In between being mesmerized by the lights and pulverized by the vibrations from all 8 strings, I finally got Meshuggah. It is supposed to sound like an ancient deity screaming at you, the sound of being forcibly pulled through dimensions. And the pro shot footage and audio of this set here will certainly give you a taste of what it was actually like live. You know, in between my internal organs being shaken by the opening song of Broken Cog was all I needed to be hooked. My friend had given me some sort of nicotine gum, and I was just chewing it, and I was just mesmerized by it, and all of a sudden, I was just pouring sweat, nicking out like crazy. Maybe that added to the whole experience, but man, it was just crazy. One of the greatest openings to a concert I've ever seen, and you can experience it here as well. Broken Cog is just such a great opener. And whoever did the lighting for Meshuggah needs to get his own place in the Metal Hall of Legends. You know, it really is incredible that we have access to footage like this for free. Truly do yourself a favor and go watch this live set here if you have not seen it. Their stage presence is absolutely second to none, and a comment on this video describes it perfectly. They arrive, deliver the pain, and then leave. Another live set from recent times with incredible stage presence and performance is the German melodic black metal band Kanonenfieber, which translates into English as Cannon Fever. This set is absolutely fantastic. First of all, let me just say that, you know, singing about Satan, demon worship, magic spells, and all that is fine and dandy. To me, there is nothing more black metal than the First World War. This is real-life horror in which millions of young men were subjected to, and well, Kanonenfieber do this most bleak of time periods incredible justice. Every member in the band is faceless, an homage to the countless unknown soldiers of the First World War. They were also all dressed in German First World War uniforms, and the singer comes in decked out in Pickelhaube, an officer's uniform. You know, it's an image that is just so powerful and daunting at the same time. There's something, maybe you almost call like generational trauma about seeing people in outfits like this. I don't know how you put it, but just very unnerving to see people like that. And I love how the singer strolls onto stage like a commander inspecting his troops. Fantastic stage presence here. The music is dark and haunting, painful and bleak, yet somehow beautiful. The sound quality is excellent and the mix is near perfect. Just an amazing performance from everyone in the band as well. Vocals are absolutely monstrous. Backing vocals are great too. And the 2-part song, The Fusilier, is the highlight of the show for me. With snow falling upon the stage while the band plays these absolutely beautiful, haunting melodies. It really doesn't get better than this. You know, this is the black metal that I love. It is all in German, but even if you don't speak it, this set is 100% worth your time. And the last of these ultra-high presentation value sets I would like to show you guys is the 1993 performance of Art of Life by X Japan. This whole performance is one song. It's a 30-minute epic about, well, life. And who else could have made a 30-minute speed/power metal epic besides the Japanese? The whole performance is an absolute masterclass. The various movements of the song are performed perfectly. The outfits of the band members are absolutely outrageous and add to the whole majesty of the whole performance. Their performance and the way they play their instruments reminds me more of classical musicians than the usual metal performance here. Gorgeous melodies are intertwined with faster, more intense parts, with amazing harmonized lines and excellent solo sections. The vocal lines float above the music with grace, and the lyrics are fantastic. If you are listening to it, I recommend pulling up the lyrics and reading along with the music, as the singer, you know, he's Japanese. It's a little bit hard to understand his English sometimes. The real star of the show in my mind is the drummer/pianist, Yoshiki. He not only plays the piano beautifully, but he absolutely pounds the drums at seemingly full intensity and at a very high tempo, and not once does he waver. Did I mention that he also plays a near 12-minute piano solo, which details the tragedy of life through his fingers? Every metal fan needs to see this at least once, and if you would like to see a full deep dive on the song/album, let me know down below in the comments. Alright, from high art delivered with the utmost serious of classical musicians, we now move on to something a little bit more lighthearted. BillMuri is a band I find very challenging to describe musically. They have a little of everything going on, and it's just a very fun, lively, and refreshing sound. And this live set that they do is just so much fun. The first time I watched it, you know, I wasn't even a fan of BillMuri. I'd heard of them, but I never really knew what they were about. Yet it came up on my homepage recommendations, and I ended up watching the whole set. Tears welling up in my eyes and goosebumps all over my body from the positive energy radiating from the music. When I drink, I just take a sarcastic note. Yeah! Oh, yeah, baby! From the saxophone to Johnny Frank's shirt to the drummer absolutely pounding the shit out of the drums, the sweet vocal lines and harmonies the band presents to us is just amazing. Just such an enjoyable set with sounds absolutely fantastic, so whoever mixed it, great job. The highlight of the set for me must be the song Life is Good. Oh, let's go. It's just such a groovy song with an infectious little pan flute keyboard playing underneath it. I just can't help myself but belt out the chorus of the song. I love it. I also love Johnny Frank's interactions with the crowd.
Anyone here crank their fucking hog? Well, I made a song about it, okay? Let's go.
This is an hour of your time very well spent. And you know, live sets of the crowd are all great, but sometimes we get lucky enough to get ultra high quality live sets of bands performing live in a studio environment. Audiotree is a fantastic channel for this, and the live set that Velamaya did on theirs a long time ago is one of the best they ever put out. Taken from before the band started incorporating clean vocal with their new vocalist Lucas, their set here on Audiotree is some of the most punishing, heavy, and progressive metal out there. The sound they managed to deliver is just so thick and devastating. It's excellent. And you know, if a band gets on stage and the bassist has more strings than the guitarist, you know you're about to witness some dank riffage. The lighting they used also makes guitarist Mark Okubo's fingers look like they are moving at light speed as he plays some of the most technical riffs from that period of music, especially during the song Numerical Scheme. The vocals are also excellent and very, very heavy, although it makes me laugh that how everyone else is in t-shirts and Brandon the vocalist is wearing a sweater and a jacket. Like, he must have absolutely been roasting during the set. I know I would be absolutely drenched in sweat if I was performing wearing all that clothing. Great set, and it's only about 22 minutes, so it's well worth the investment of time here for you. Another great studio set is Wintersun's Rehersals of Time. Now, I am not too sure how much of this is really live, whether it is multiple takes, edited together or something, but regardless, it is an absolute treat to get a band as talented as this recorded in such amazing quality. It's even from the time period where Jari was still singing and playing guitar. They play through all the songs from time 1, and man, these songs are just so well crafted. The riffs are fantastic. The layering of all the symphonic elements and synths and everything like that just works so well. The mix is just fantastic, and the quality of the video is just second to none. But goddamn, someone needs to comb Yari's hair. I'm very much looking forward to Time 2, and I will be doing a video on it when it comes out, so look forward to that. Last up, we have the live set, which brings us full circle back to Eindhoven, this time in 1995. We have Machine Head's set from the 1995 Dynamo Festival. I was actually recommended this set from watching an episode of the Downbeat podcast where Craig Reynolds had Brian Garris from Knocked Loose on, and Brian was just absolutely gushing over the outfits that the band was wearing here. And I mean, goddammit, he was right. This is just such a cool time capsule. Dickies, with the Vans, with the windbreaker and cornrows, with the bull piercing. Man, it just goes way too hard, especially with that Explorer that he's playing. But don't let the fashion deter you. This is 50 minutes of some of the most pummeling metal ever played. The energy that the band performs with is absolutely massive, and I love during the intro to Davidian, you can hear the guitars go slightly out of tune as the band is just throwing themselves or their instruments around. Just such a cool thing that you almost never see, and just the energy presented here is just crazy. It's just a different level. Just excellent, excellent stuff, and that's one of the most fun sets to watch for sure. And well, that's all I have for you guys today. I am sure I've left comments on most of these videos that I recommended here, so if you see me on those videos, make sure you comment and say hi. And yeah, let me know, what are some of your favorite live sets? Do you agree with the ones that I chose here? I would love to hear what you guys think. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my merch and my Patreon. Much love, and cheers.